One match, one goal, one whistle, and an entire nation is left in complete shock. This is the FIFA World Cup, the biggest stage in football where history isn't always written by the favorites. Sometimes the impossible becomes reality. Giants collapse, unknown heroes rise, and millions of fans witness moments that no one could have predicted. Every 4 years, the world's greatest teams fight for football's most prestigious trophy. But the World Cup has a habit of creating unforgettable upsets that rewrite history forever. From defending champions crashing out early to underdogs defeating football's biggest superpowers. These are the 10 biggest shocks in FIFA World Cup history. Stay until the end, because the one moment is so unbelievable that fans still can't believe it happened. Let's begin. Number 10, Cameroon defeats Argentina 1990 World Cup. Before the 1990 FIFA World Cup began, Argentina were one of the favorites. They were the defending champions, led by the legendary Diego Maradona. Their first match was against Cameroon, an African team that many people believed had little chance. But what happened next shocked the world. Cameroon defeated Argentina 1-0. The biggest surprise was not just the result, it was how Cameroon played. Despite being under pressure, they showed incredible passion, fighting spirit, and determination. The winning goal came from Francois Amambiak, and suddenly the world realized Cameroon were not just there to participate, they were there to compete. Cameroon eventually reached the quarterfinals, becoming the first African team ever to do so. A team nobody expected became one of the biggest stories of the tournament. Number 9, United States defeats England 1950 World Cup. In 1950, England entered the World Cup as one of the strongest teams in the world. They had famous players, confidence, and a reputation for dominance. Their opponents, the United States, a team filled with amateur players. Almost everyone expected England to win easily. But football had a different plan. The USA shocked England with a 1-0 victory. The result was so unbelievable that some newspapers initially thought the score was wrong. They believed England winning was so obvious that a loss could not be real. This match became one of the greatest World Cup upsets ever. It proved one important lesson in football. Reputation means nothing when the game begins. Number 8, Germany eliminates Brazil 7-1, 2014 World Cup. Some shocks happen because an underdog wins. But sometimes the shock is a football giant collapsing. In the 2014 World Cup semifinal, Brazil faced Germany. Brazil had home advantage. Millions of fans expected them to reach the final. But within just 29 minutes, history was being rewritten. Germany scored 5 goals before Brazil could even understand what happened. The final score was Brazil 1, Germany 7. It became one of the most famous matches in football history. The Brazilian fans were devastated. Germany's attack was unstoppable, while Brazil's defense completely collapsed. The match became known worldwide as one of the greatest World Cup surprises ever. Number 7, Saudi Arabia defeats Argentina 2022 World Cup. Argentina entered the 2022 World Cup with huge confidence. They were unbeaten for 36 matches. Many believed Lionel Messi's team could finally win the trophy. Their first opponent was Saudi Arabia. On paper, Argentina looked unbeatable. They scored first through Messi, but then something incredible happened. Saudi Arabia scored 2 goals in the second half and completed one of the biggest World Cup shocks. Argentina lost 2-1. The entire football world was stunned. Saudi Arabia had defeated one of the tournament favorites, although Argentina later became champions. This match will always be remembered as one of the greatest World Cup surprises. Number 6, South Korea reaches semifinal 2002 World Cup. Before the 2002 World Cup, almost nobody expected South Korea to go far. They were hosting the tournament but were not considered a major football power. However, South Korea created one of the biggest World Cup stories ever. They defeated Italy in the round of 16. Then they defeated Spain in the quarterfinals. Suddenly, a team that many people underestimated was in the semifinals. The Korean fans created an unbelievable atmosphere. Their journey inspired millions and proved that determination could challenge traditional football powers. Number 5, North Korea defeats Italy 1966 World Cup. One of the biggest shocks in World Cup history happened in 1966. Italy were one of the strongest teams in the tournament. North Korea was considered a small football nation. Nobody expected them to win, but North Korea shocked the world by defeating Italy 1-0. The victory eliminated Italy from the tournament. Fans could not believe what they had witnessed. It became one of football's greatest underdog stories. Number 4, Algeria defeats West Germany 1982 World Cup. In 1982, Algeria faced West Germany were European giants. Algeria were newcomers. Most people expected a comfortable German victory. Instead, Algeria produced one of the biggest surprises ever. They defeated West Germany 2-1. The result shocked everyone watching around the world. It showed that African teams could compete against the strongest nation, even though Algeria narrowly missed. Qualification later, their victory became legendary. Number 3, Brazil eliminated by Uruguay 1950 World Cup final match. This is one of the most painful moments in Brazilian football history. In 1950, Brazil hosted the World Cup. The final match was played at the famous Maracanã Stadium. Brazil only needed a draw to win the trophy. Stadium was packed with almost 200,000 fans. Everyone expected Brazil to celebrate, but Uruguay made a historic comeback. They won 2-1 and became champions. The silence inside the stadium became one of football's most famous moments. A nation ready for celebration experienced one of the biggest shocks in sports history. Number 2. France eliminated in group stage, 2002 World Cup. France entered the 2002 World Cup as defending champions. They had some of the world's best players. Everyone expected them to fight for another trophy, but football can change quickly. France failed to score a single goal in the group stage. They were eliminated without winning a match. The defending champions were gone before the knockout rounds even started. It was one of the biggest tournament failures ever. Nobody expected the champions to disappear so quickly. Number 1, Morocco reaches World Cup semifinal, 2022 World Cup. The biggest shock in modern World Cup history came from Morocco before the 2022 tournament. Few people believed Morocco could challenge the biggest teams, but they created history. They defeated Belgium, they defeated Spain, they defeated Portugal. One by one, football giants fell. Morocco became the first African nation ever to reach the World Cup semifinals. Their defense was incredible. Their fans were unforgettable. Their journey showed the entire world that football belongs to everyone. It was not just a victory for Morocco. It was a victory for every underdog dreaming of greatness. The FIFA World Cup has given us moments that nobody could predict. From unknown teams defeating champions to football legends experiencing heartbreak. These shocks remind us why millions of people this game, because in football, anything can happen. A small team can create history. A champion can fall, and one single match can change everything. Which World Cup shock surprised you the most? Comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more unbelievable football stories.